All right, friends, it's T-Man. I'm back again with the Bumbleclot himself, Jason Blaha. I'm going to do a reaction video to a video he just posted. So, yeah, to the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness, gear slave himself, Jason Blaha. Going to do a reaction video. Blaha says, now that I'm a bodybuilding... I guess I meant to say, now that I'm bodybuilding, has my views on pro bodybuilding changed? Okay.
Yes, I am doing bodybuilding training now. I do classify myself as a bodybuilder, not just a strength athlete, but that doesn't mean I...
Oh, he does. He classifies himself as a bodybuilder now. Okay. But this isn't based on bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is based on exercise-induced muscle damage training. That's real bodybuilding. But there is fake bodybuilding too, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, as opposed to myofibrillar. So yeah, I guess you could say, yeah, it exists, yes.
To approve of everything that happens in pro bodybuilding. All right, I thought I would chat with you guys and gals.
And also steroids. They can fake it as well with steroids. Those are other fake muscles, because steroids, they don't build muscles, they build fake ones.
A little bit about this today, because this has come up in some of my live streams, it's come up in other places. People have mentioned that. They're like, hey, Jason, you're bodybuilding now, so, what are your thoughts? Has your stance changed on certain stuff in open bodybuilding? I'm going to say no. Now, I'm going to be honest, I really like some of the stuff in the IFBB these days. I think the men's...
Oh, he does he?
Physique, doing great. I think a lot of the women's divisions, the bikini, I think figure, I think wellness, I think those are pretty solid these days.
Man, it's a drug sport. Come on, Blaha. It's fake. It's doesn't promote health. It's not about health. It has nothing to do with health. They're gonna say health and fitness. Yeah, fit maybe. Health, no.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff that looks good. I think the physiques look good. I still think that there's a degree of healthiness being maintained.
He said a degree of healthiness being maintained. What is healthy about people taking drugs and going up on a stage and doing extremely unhealthy things like starvation, taking diuretics, drugs, and a bunch of stuff? And this shit is fucking consuming the shit out of consuming the energy right out of them, which is accelerated aging as well, because the more energy you give to this sport, the more it ages you. That's what happens. And don't forget inflammaging and the fake food and a bunch of stuff, whatever else they're doing, and the drugs.
That's my position on that. No, I don't hold the position that men shouldn't be aesthetic or try to look good. That's something I've been...
Look, I'll give you one big reason why Blaha looks so aged lifting, and all the rest of you are. Well, you're gonna, I mentioned this before in my videos. I definitely say inflammation, all this kind of stuff. But what happened is you're giving your energy away, really. Really, it's what it is. You're losing energy by lifting. Why would you give your energy away for free? It costs money. Most people charge money to give their energy away. They're like, I'm not going to spend my time doing this or doing that, or they want money for their energy because they know it's consuming their life force. The more they consume your energy, they're consuming your life force. You're giving it away for free. To what? To this? To lift? Be a lifting slave, bro? To go to a gym, never get paid? Pay somebody to lift their weights in their gym? Some dude sitting back laughing at you? He's like, look at this guy, man. I'm eating his energy. I'm eating his money and his energy. That's crazy.
Shirt on a lot, and I think people need to understand my stance on that. And I'm going to get into the negatives of the open bodybuilding in a minute. I think my stance on that, a lot of it had to do with because I was coming from the place of being a serious strength athlete, strength first.
Strength athlete? Bodybuilding is based on building strength. That's why they call it bodybuilding. What are you talking about?
Those things, that it very much did bias my viewpoints on a lot of that.
He built zero strength. He just got better at lifting weights. He didn't build any strength because his body's small and weak. What strength? People associate big people in the street with being big and strong. They don't associate small people with being big and strong that can lift a heavy weight or whatever they're doing there.
Also, the whole thing of the push of excessive hypermasculinity.
Why do you think the Jeff Nippard thing and that Van Wyck dude, it's all over the internet, dude. It's all over the internet. Look around. Bigger is always stronger. Yeah.
I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's necessary, right? And I think something I want to push more with that is more the topic of healthy masculinity, right? What is healthy, balanced masculinity? We can be strong, healthy men with a healthy worldview, healthy relationships, without having to be extreme. Like, we don't have to swing the pendulum so far, okay? But that's its own separate topic, right? There's a point, though, with some of that to where, we can get really imbalanced. Well, I don't care about looking good. That's for a bunch of gay dudes. We don't have to do that. It's not necessary, all right? It's not necessary. You don't have to do any of that to be a man and be healthy and have a healthy view of your own masculinity. Is not necessary. You don't have to go to the extreme, because that's its own unhealthy extreme. Now, let's set that aside. Yes, there's nothing wrong if you want to look good naked, you want to look good shirtless. Go for it. In fact, the evidence is showing quite the opposite of what people thought with that. Women are attracted to it. Man, that's its own set of studies that should probably be discussed.
They're attracted, definitely. Yes, okay. Yes, people are attracted to just bodies now. They're attracted to your face, Blaha. Your face is... It's gone.
Okay? Yeah, women do care. They care more than they claim they do. That is what the research is now showing. Women care about your body and physique and your looks.
Body, physique, and looks. Yeah, your looks. They're more concerned about your looks than just your physique. But it's good to be tall. But that's, again, genetic. You should be eating properly so you can grow as tall as you can as possible. Reach your full genetic potential, we call that.
In the research now, more than they publicly and openly admit, even in conversation. So, just like men care about things like how much money a woman makes, more than we admit, okay? That's what the research shows. But let's set all that aside. That's its
Oh, really?
own topic. It's fine. You want to look good naked. It's nothing wrong with it, guys. You want to look good. We want to use the word aesthetic. Perfectly fine. So, there we are. So,
Blaha doesn't look that great. Doesn't look great. Poor genetics.
obviously my position has changed there. So when I look at the state of a lot of that, a lot of them still look good. They can still look healthy. I do think we have to be careful with the excessive.
I love this. They can still look healthy. Look healthy? Okay. So look healthy, but don't be healthy. So they just look healthy, but they're not healthy. Oh, okay. Yes, Blaha.
Leanness, but over to that point, do people really stay in contest lean year round? The same with the women.
I definitely recommend you download the Media Rewards app.
Do people really stay in contest lean year round? The same with the women. Are they really staying shredded year round? Come on, they're not. Now, if they've tried to, up to a point, there can be issues. There can be reproductive issues, hormone issues.
Well, there could be reproductive issues, hormone issues. Yeah, there could be several issues because they're breaking the laws of nature and they're going to suffer the consequences, broski.
But generally speaking, being 10 pounds over contest lean, are we really going to claim that's unhealthy in a world with where obesity is killing us? No, I don't think it's a problem. And I don't think we need to view it that way. Again, probably its own separate topic. We're talking bodybuilding though. So there's my positive, my favorable views. You want
to know a secret to gaining more energy? Have you ever heard this before? Why do old people go with young people? And then they'll be like, you're sucking the energy out of me. They are. Old people are stealing the energy from young people. See, any women that I date, they're going to be young. Why? Because I'm going to suck their energy. I'm going to suck the energy from the young women. Keep me young. Yeah.
I like some of what I'm seeing there. I like what I'm seeing with those several categories of women competitors, not necessarily with the open women's bodybuilding. The men's, I think, some of the classic physique is getting a little too extreme. It's almost men's open 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's gone a little too far. They need to dial it back a notch. I think the classic golden era bodybuilders were phenomenal. They looked great. They lived a nice long time. In spite of being enhanced, they had healthy lifespans for the most part. Okay? I don't think that's the concern. I think our real concern here is still the open. It's the open. It's the freak show, the monsters, all the site enhancement, all the excessive stacks of PEDs. Okay? Now, has the culture changed? Again, the culture has changed. Remember I used to talk about the G for P thing and all that? But what was the black market? And I don't want to make my channel about that. The black market has changed as far as what people are buying and using in costs. We don't live in that same world. 15, 20 years ago, certain things were harder to obtain. The current state of the technology and the trade and flow around the world in the black and gray markets has brought the prices down astronomically. So the things that these men who had no other skills were selling their bodies for only cost 5 or 10% of what they used to. If you have the right connections.
Isn't that what Jason's doing? He's selling his body. It's pretty much the same thing what he's doing here. He's pimping out his body online, isn't he? Isn't he against all of that? Look at him with his shirt off and his booty shorts. Hey, Blaha's a bodybuilder now. He thinks that's what bodybuilding's about. Getting naked on this YouTube channel in front of everybody. Oh, man. I don't know. This guy's losing it, but whatever. I pose on my videos, but definitely for fun. It's because it's entertainment. But I have my shirt on and my, I have short pants. I don't have booty pants. But yeah. Okay. Sure, Blaha. Yeah.
They're only like 10 cents on the dollar of what they used to be. Okay? They're not having to resort to those extremes anymore.
Sure.
The problem, they're getting big because everything is cheaper. Right? That's the problem. Dudes are getting too big.
They're getting big because everything is getting cheaper. You don't think anything's getting any cheaper out there. It's getting definitely more expensive, but okay, whatever.
Because they can get their hands on too much stuff too cheap. Like we've gone to the other extreme to where, okay.
No, they can't. It's expensive. Drugs cost money, dude, yes.
Guys,
And these guys are all poor. They don't work. They just work out in gyms. They want to do what they love, but they don't realize that working out is destroying them. But okay, but whatever.
aren't having to resort to those things with that whole subculture to get the stuff they need.
Yeah, subculture.
But they have access
Subculture, yes.
to a lot more. Well, they're killing their health. They're destroying their health because they can get everything so cheap now.
They're destroying their health. Well, they're definitely doing more than just destroying their health. They're giving away their energy for free, yeah, for the most part. But they want to get paid, definitely. So I don't want to say it's totally for free. But if you lose your life, yeah.
So we're back over to the point of instead of the G for P problem, it's really turned the death cult side, is really pushed hard. Yeah, in men's open bodybuilding, it's not only turned into a freak show, the death cult, the death toll is going up, but they look hideous. The site enhancement is off the charts. You know, the bubble guts are there too, but the oil, the amount of
Bubble guts are there. I like that one. Okay.
oil. I mean, we got guys winning Mr. Olympias who their lats have massive lumps from oil. And it's not synthol, guys. That's what you need to
No, it's not. What is it?
understand. It's not synthol. It's the amount of gear they're using is so high they have to put it somewhere. They just use it like synthol now. Okay? That's
Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't work like synthol, even though you're injecting it. Site injection. It's peanut oil. What are you talking about, Blaha?
That's a problem. That's a problem. That's why we're seeing the freak show that we're seeing.
Problem
They
for
got to put all
Blaha.
that stuff somewhere. And I still am going to hold a negative view on that. I still think Scooby got it right
Where does Blaha put his? Scooby? Scooby Ooby Dooby?
when he said professional bodybuilding at this point is a contest to see who can take the most drugs without dying. And it's scary, and it's the scary nature of the sport. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk.
Yes, very, very informative. Look at that. Look at this face, bro. Only a mother could love that face. All right, friends. I'll see you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Maybe Blaha's going to compete in open bodybuilding. See you in the next one. Ciao. That would be a sight to see. Yes.